Arcade intelligence.
Arcade intelligence in the frame. Founder of the controller name. Most humble, still he stands tall. Hard on his shoulder, ready for it all. He wants the best of the best. No half step, no less. Best of 5, best of 7. Bring your proof, bring your weapon. Online screens light up tonight. Every main stays in sight. You came to win and show your soul. One more match, then take control. Arcade intelligence. Main controller, main controller. Arcade intelligence. Bring your best, bring your best, bring your best. Join it, you and run, kite 3, run, controller community, one by one. Every fatality, every combo. Arcade called it, so let it go. Best players online going at it. No excuses, no panic. Down to earth, but sharp as steel. Every round, gotta prove what's real. The GOAT with the open hand. Still the man that understands. He knows the climb, he knows the grind. Now he's calling out the lines. Bracket fills up, names get read. Hands stay calm, mind stay fed. If you got flame, then bring that heat. If you got nerve, then take a seat. Arcade intelligence. Main controller, main controller, main control. Arcade intelligence. Bring your best, bring your best, bring turbo. Join you, K3, run, controller community, one by one. Every fatality, every combo. Arcade called it, so let it go. Chosen one in the chat flood. Built this from skill and love. No ego, just the test. Put your mark on the very best. Arcade intelligence. Main controller, main controller. Arcade intelligence. Bring your best, bring your best, bring your turbo. Join the guru, main controller, guru community, one by one. Every fatality, every combo. Arcade called it, so let it go. Best of 5, best of 7. This is where the real ones step in. Every fatality, every glitch. Arcade it on top, you know the script.
Hey, everybody, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We are back with another controller showcase. Had the wrong mic on. Okay, you all should be able to hear me now. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. String element box running. Okay. Alright, y'all. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Thank you all for joining in again for those who joined in. Thank you for dropping those controls. We got Clint. We got Night Karma, Throwback, Mike Nader, Captain, Della, Hiroshi. And on the vertical side, looks like we got Mrs. Clinton. Okay, holding it down. She said y'all can hear me loud and clear. Alright, on screen chat is missing. Let me fix that. It's always something. Oh, By the way, in the background we have our showcase host, our host, which is Captain BS. He is going to give us some great Legend of Zelda content. Captain, you can feel free to take the floor at any time. This is your show. I'm just a co-host, so it's all you now. Can you all hear Captain?
Howdy, y'all. How's it going? Hope y'all are well, having a nice, fine evening. Yeah, we're gonna do some Legend of Zelda tonight. It's gonna be both Quest 1 and Quest 2. We're gonna try to knock it out, hopefully under 3 hours. So that is my goal for tonight. Quest 1 will be under an hour. That's my hope on that. And then Quest 2, we'll see. It depends on what happens. So,
we'll see.
Yep, we shall see indeed. So, but before I start, I just want to say, Crestline, that was an amazing run of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. GG's, terrific. I love that game, and I'm glad to see it done justice. So, GG's to Crestline on that. And without further ado, let's get into it. Oh wow, I forgot to reset that. That's okay.
Thank you, Mr. Clean, from holding it down on the vertical side.
Alright, there we go. We got both.
Okay, on-screen chat is working.
Ready to go. Alright, sweet. Got both quests ready to go. Alright, this will be the first quest.
Let me take notes because I forgot this game. I've only beaten it once in my whole life. So I'm gonna need to really pay attention because I know you about to fly through this.
Alright, let's get into it. So, it's dangerous to go alone, take this. Alright, so my battle plan on this game is we're going to approach it by getting 2 heart containers first. And then we're going to get the white sword, and then we'll get into level 1.
I have a question already. Don't be mad at me.
Yep.
Is the white sword the equivalent to the master sword, or is it just called the white sword?
So in this game it's called the white sword, and it's the second sword of the game, so it'll give us some additional attack power. The magical sword is like the sword of the game. It's like the master sword of this game.
Okay, got you. Hey Aviator, welcome in. Thanks for dropping those controllers. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button. And we got Captain BS showcasing us the original, the first ever Legend of Zelda. I cannot beat this one by heart because I do not remember it. So, from A Link to the Past moving forward, I can do. So I'm gonna have to really watch what he do. Ask all the questions I can ask.
I was hoping those enemies would drop some bombs. Any of them colored blue will usually do the trick, so... But there's a few of them up here, so we might be in better luck.
So the color of the enemy matters?
Yes. Some, like, the color change will make some of the enemies tougher. Oh boy, this is not a good start. I'm already in trouble. Alright, let's just be patient. Man, this
they didn't give you anything. They were wrong for that.
This is, well, we're not out of it yet. We're gonna improvise a little bit. Just gotta avoid taking... Oh, there's a heart. Oh, 2 hearts. Yeah, now we're back in business. Okay, well, crisis averted. Just gotta remember, it's not about how we start, it's about how we finish. Oh, there we go, we got some bombs. That's what exactly I was looking for. Alright, perfect. Now that we got a set of bombs, we're gonna go back down here.
See, how do you
And
know to blow those up? I wouldn't know that.
uh, well, this was a 1986 game, and since we didn't have advanced stuff back then, it comes down to experimentation. You just had to do things and figure them out and try
Hey, we
different
got
things.
someone new over here. Dino Tune Motorsports. Welcome in. Good evening to you. How are you doing? Oh. Welcome in. Temporary GG's. So you say we just figured this out. I didn't remember. I don't. So what happened if you get the red potion versus taking the heart container? Do you not get a chance to get the heart container at all?
Correct. It's one or the other.
Oh, I don't like that.
Well, I mean, if I were going for like a 3 heart run of this game, like without any additional heart containers, then I would take the red potion in a heartbeat. Because there are 5 additional heart containers, and if you didn't get any of them, well, there's 5 red potions that are free without any additional cost.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, look at the original Lionel.
Yep. I'm trying to... I was hoping he would... Ouch.
It's the Lionel's first debut.
Yeah.
Dino Tune Motorsports, are you here still? Welcome in. Good evening, my friend. Welcome in to the stream, if you are still here.
Okay, there we go. We got the Lionel to do what we needed it to do.
So this is a power-up, correct?
Yes, this sword will give us additional power. Any of the enemies that would take 2 hits now take 1, and it basically cuts the amount of hits in half per enemy. And then
Like
the magical sword
Zelda.
double. And then the magical sword would double that. Alright, so now we got the white sword, we got 2 bombs, that'll do, so we'll just go to level 1. Now that took a little bit more time than it needed to, so this may or may not be under an hour because of that slight detour, but we'll be okay. We'll make the best of it.
Oh yeah, take your time. You're already doing great. I don't know if I'm going to remember those caves you blew up. Is this the first dungeon?
Yep. Now, here's a good trick to this first dungeon. So, you go in, you notice that locked door at the very top, exit out, and go right back in, and all of a sudden,
wow.
it's open.
Oh,
you don't
wow.
even need a key for it. Yep. The game messed up on that one. Now, early on in this quest, keys are great. Now, there is a magical key in this game. In this quest, we're not going to see it until further later, but...
What do the magical key do?
In both quests, it's in level 8. Now, we'll get to quest 2 later on how that works, because that quest completely changes everything, so to speak. Ouch. These enemies are not dropping as many hearts as I would hope for. It's alright, though. Alright, now to the right of that room is the compass, and then there's more on the left. Here's the map. I'm not going to worry about the map. Got this whole thing by memory. Now, I'm only going to the rooms I need to go to. So this is basically just straight to the point, get the stuff done.
And see, I don't know how... Well, I guess because you know it. I'm like, how do you say you only going into the rooms that you need to go into? Would those be the rooms that has key locks, basically?
Yes. Now, I won't use all the keys, because keys in this game are transferable to other dungeons. They're not locked to the dungeon as the series would end up fixing later on in later games. So, the keys in this game are transferable.
You got the bow.
Yep. We'll need that for later.
Okay, so keys on this game is transferable to other dungeons. That's neat. You got mountains or caves that you can blow up and you don't know. You just have to know these things.
Yeah, it's a matter of you just gotta test them out and try it. Okay, now this room here will have a good item for us. Clocks in this game are super helpful. If you see a clock, grab it. It stops the enemies dead in their tracks. They can't do a thing. Super helpful when we get to the harder enemies later.
Hands! They made their debut here.
Now, the boomerang is my weapon of choice if I'm not using bombs. Because on these small enemies, you just stop them right in their tracks, and then just take them out all in one shot when they're all stuck together. This dragon is the first boss of the dungeon. Its name is Aquamentus.
Crestline said he has made it back.
Crestline, GG's on Sonic 3, man. That was a great run. G freaking G's.
So you just got a piece of the Triforce.
Yes.
I did not realize that's what he's earning per dungeon. Okay.
Yes, so there are 8 pieces of Triforce, 1 per dungeon, and then that gets you access into the dungeon, which would be level 9.
Crestline said thank you. He appreciate that.
Now, the boomerang is also helpful because if there's anything you need to grab within reach, you can use the boomerang to reach it, and it'll get it for you. That's how we can get any of those rupees that are further distance. Super helpful there.
See, I wouldn't know that. I would not know that.
Now, any of those rooms are rupee secrets. Now, some may be 10, some may be 30, but in this quest, there's 3 of them that are worth 100. And so we're gonna use all of them to our advantage. Now, quest 2, there's only 100 rupee secret, so it'll be tougher to earn our keep there. But we'll get to that later.
A candle?
Yes, the blue candle. So the blue candle will allow you to light anything on fire. Bushes are a prime target for this. It will also light up any room in the dungeon that is dark.
Okay. So that's the equivalent to the lantern.
So like there, lighting that bush reveals those stairs. That's
jealous.
A 10 rupee secret.
There's no way when I play through this I'm going to remember all of that.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll be stuck on these.
Sometimes it does take a while, but that's alright.
And you know which bush. And look how you can just grab a heart container.
Oh boy.
What's the maximum amount of heart containers on this one?
You can get 16 hearts in this game.
Oh, that was a lot for back then, I guess.
Yep. Eventually, it would turn into 20. But the original game started with 16.
Yeah, I know A Link to the Past by heart. I can 100% complete it in about 4.5 hours or whatever, but it gives you 20.
Now the Game Boy games like Link's Awakening remake for the Switch was 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the original it was 14, and so was Ages and Seasons.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong on that, but that's what I remember. Alright, so we have a lot of rupees right now. We have 128, which is pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and grab another item for later. The arrow.
Oh, you had to
This will give
purchase your arrows on this one?
Yes, you do. I mean, it's only worth 80, and that's not bad, honestly. And I'll be honest, it's better. I'd rather pay 80 than 980 that you would get for the bow on Link's Awakening. That thing is a dead ripoff.
Yes, absolutely.
It is a ripoff. But luckily, you could beat Link's Awakening without the bow. It is possible. But you have to play the last dungeon, Turtle Rock, in a precise method, or it doesn't work. Good. These bombs are coming at us pretty good here.
So you don't get blown up by your bombs on this one?
Nope.
Okay.
The only thing that can damage you would be any of the fire lighted from candles.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, now back here in this far corner, there is a hidden wall behind this section, and it's right here, kind of in the center, and it takes you up. That's how you reach the upper northeast corner of the map. And that's our first 100 rupee secret.
Somebody asked
now,
Mike asked, does Kingdom Hearts 1 count as a retro game? I don't know. I don't know what Kingdom Hearts is. But if you ever want to showcase it, you can.
It's I think that one was on PS2. I think now it probably could be.
What was that item you just picked up?
So that's the letter. We gotta show that to an old woman who sells potions. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Now, if you see what I did, so these enemies are statues. If you move some of these statues, now the statues will either move slow or they will move fast. It's unpredictable, so you kind of be careful with how you approach that. Like, I like to put a hit on them and time it right as soon as they activate. Easy rupee secrets there.
I was just about to ask, do the enemies drop rupees? Hey, Dart, welcome back. Thank you for dropping those controllers. Like the video.
Most enemies will drop the rupees. Now, this is a good little hidden shop to find right here, because this is the cheapest shield you will find in the game. 90 rupees. So, and the good news for us, it's right near level 2. And that's where we're going right now. So we did a lot of detours there, but that helps us get prepared for later.
Okay, we're in the second dungeon. Karma said he counts it as a retro game. So Mike Nader, I guess it's a retro game. It is over 20 years old, so.
Do you see the game kind of lagging here and there?
Yeah, I am. I don't know why it's doing that.
Luckily it's kind of stabilizing. Yeah, like if I could figure out a way to like share this kind of gameplay through like a Discord like stream share, that would solve a lot of problems. But I mean, it's good. It's kind of good to test some of those ideas out in the future. All right, now in this dungeon, I do not go into any of these doors on the right. Now, if you wanted to, you could. I personally don't. Now, in this room to the right is the magical boomerang, but it is protected in a difficult room. If you don't have a white sword, oh boy, you better hope you could place some good timely bombs. Now, the only reason I do not get the magical boomerang is because it extends across the room, and if you miss your target, it takes a while for it to come back. With the shorter boomerang, it's not as much time. It's a shorter throw, but it comes back to you faster, so I can use it a lot more. It's more efficient than the magical.
Hey,
Alright.
TD Red, welcome in. Thanks for dropping those controllers.
Alright, so this is the Dodongo. Right here. Now, observe this. Now, if you see it walking kind of along the path and kind of time it when it's walking left or right, if you step in a half space above or below and then put a bomb and then it explodes and it stops in its tracks, then once you see it stop, slash it with your sword and it's gone. One hit, bam. Otherwise, it takes 2 bombs to deal with the Dodongo. You just gotta place it right in front of its walking path.
Hey, Cowboy Baby Yoda, welcome in. See, I played this game many times as a kid. Yes. Cowboy Baby Yoda, you might have to showcase us some skills one day and show us the way you play this.
Alright, so that's 2 dungeons down. Now... Okay, yep, I know exactly where we're going next. Okay, so...
I saw your tits clean.
Before we go to level 3, here's the second 100 rupee secret in this bush right here. Ooh boy. Oh no, it's... now I know how that lag is happening. It's the enemies that are doing that.
You say it's the what?
So, when there's a lot of enemies and projectiles that appear on the field, it kind of slows the game down.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Typical NES stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the max amount of rupees you can get in this game is 255, something to consider. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Level 3 is all the way on the other side, so we just gotta walk ourselves there. If you see any enemies with drop rupees, I would just ignore because you already have 255. It does not go over that amount. So we're just gonna kind of walk across this area here. We're gonna go across this bridge with the Zora right there. Now, I'm not going into that cave. Now, that cave has the old woman that we present the letter to, but we don't need to do that at the moment. We'll wait on that till later.
Cowboy Baby Yoda said you can beat the game a second time where the dungeons are rearranged. Is that what happened on the second?
Yeah, it sure does. And we will get to that after this one.
Okay.
So the item I just collected is the blue ring. The blue ring is for defense. It will basically double your defense. So a normal hit would take would basically, like if it took half the heart, like it would protect you before it would damage you again. So it kind of like cuts your damage in half, so to speak. And then the third 100 rupee secret is right here. Thank you.
How many tunics the links change into on this one?
So there's the blue ring, and then there's the red ring. The red ring is in the final dungeon, and in this quest, it is well protected. I don't even go for the red ring in this quest. Now, quest 2, it's more accessible. We'll get it in quest 2. But not this one. Because
How
the
come you don't
enemies
go
that
for it in this
enemies
one?
that the enemies that protect it, they're tough. The Wizro. And we don't mess with them.
Okay.
Unless we have to. And then I'm gonna get this item here. That item is it's called food. That's what the name it gave it for. I don't know why. I call it bait. So we will need it for later. So by this point, I've now collected every single thing that we need for right now. So pretty much, we're just gonna go dungeon to dungeon, and then we'll get some more stuff as we go.
TD Ray said, not gonna lie, buying an NES in 2026 is sort of a poor purchase considering the amount of aftermarket variants that runs the games much better and for cheaper. I agree. But I still have an NES hardware. Just to play games that are not, on services like this.
Okay, so this now what we're going for right now. Oh, sneaky little attacks. Okay, I see what y'all did there. Yep, you paid for it there. Yep, y'all got destroyed there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so you can't attack those things head on if they're facing you directly. So you kind of have to attack them when they're not facing you. And that's how you get to them. So these enemies require some patience. Now, luckily, this color travels slow, but the blue ones, they will be fast. They are relentless, and we'll deal with them later. Here's the raft.
I didn't see you pick up a special item in that last dungeon with the Dodongo guy.
So the item in Dungeon 2 is actually the magical boomerang. I don't go for the magical boomerang. It's not a efficient item. I mean, it's there if you want to grab it. I personally do not grab it. So I go with the regular boomerang. Alright, so now that we have the raft, we just go to the boss. There's nothing more to do here. Now, of course, if you don't know exactly where to go, you can always collect a map and the compass, and that will get you to where you need to be. Otherwise, it's just a matter of experimenting. Some of the walls you could blow up to cut passages and corners, which we did there. We're gonna do it to reach the boss right now. And here's boss number 3. This is Manhandla. If you don't have bombs, this boss could absolutely wreck. So it can be fast. It can also go that speed.
He reminds me of that Link to the Past boss in that Lost Wood area when it turned to the Dark World.
Oh, the Dark World? I'm trying to remember. Wait, which boss did you think it reminds you of? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about that. In the meantime, level 3 is done, and we're not going to waste time. We're going to go straight to level 4. We got everything that we need. So we're just gonna keep on going. So this is level 4, and we have 7 keys already, which is pretty good at this stage of the game. Now, these enemies right here, they like to jump, so you gotta be kind of cautious with them. I don't attack them because they require a stronger sword, which is the magical sword, to do them in with one hit. If you wanted to, you could use the boomerang to stop them in their track, and then you could put a bomb on them. So actually, we could kind of do that right now, since 3 of them decided to get themselves stuck. Bombs will take them out in one hit. So that's why I like the boomerang. It just gets the job done. Now, these rooms are dark, and as noted before, the candle can light these rooms up. So just kind of place it somewhere, and there you go. Your path is shown. And then you just keep doing it if you want to keep your path, if you want to keep the path lit up. Now, we can't cross that area yet, but the item that we're about to get will help us do that. So I attack these enemies, and the moment that they split off into the little keys there, or the bats, then I put the boomerang right on top of them, and they're destroyed. Okay, these orange enemies right here, they are the like-likes. You want to be very careful with them. If you take a hit against them and you don't have a strong sword, you will lose your shield.
Oh, you
Now,
know what
it may not
those
be
are?
It may not be a bad thing, though, because as long as you're stuck
It's
inside...
from Ocarina of Time, from that dungeon I was just saying. I just thought about it.
Which one?
You know that enemy you had to throw a bomb in his mouth? And then if he sucks you up, he takes your shield or something?
Yeah, that's the like-like. That's those enemies here.
Yeah,
That's a like-like.
I didn't realize that.
Yep, those enemies will take your shield, and it's costly to get another one, so... Boomerangs can stop them easily in their tracks.
Wait, that ladder you just picked up, that's a special item?
Yes, this is the step ladder. It's the signature item of this dungeon. And as you exactly stated, it helps you get right across without any fear.
That's interesting.
Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to this room. Now, as you see, I did not open that lock from above or from below there, because you have to go all the way around to get the map, so opening that lock would have just wasted a key. Of course, you only figure that out by experimenting. Now, I'm using several bombs here to cut through that passage, and what that does is it avoids an extra fight with the Manhandla that's hiding in the other areas. And that's the boss we just beat in Dungeon 3. Some bosses may reappear in further levels. This enemy right here is the Gleeok. It is the dragon. And it comes with 2, 3, or 4 heads. This one has 2. Against the white sword, cake. No problem.
Oh, hey, Queen. Welcome in, Queen Gina. You say you like that link hack? Thank you so much. Wearing it to support Captain in this journey.
Alright, so we are officially halfway there. So now we're going to take a little bit of a detour, and we're going to grab 2 more heart containers, and then we're going to grab the magical sword. And then we'll be ready to tackle the rest of this game. So to do that, we're going to kind of stay along the bottom of the map. So if you look on the upper left of your game screen, that is the map you can follow. And so we're going to kind of stay along the bottom here and work our way to the far right. And then once we grab the 2 heart containers, we're going to cross all the way to the far left. So this will be a little bit of a journey. but we will get there. Now, I'm just grabbing any additional rupees because that will help us be able to purchase the potion that we're going to get in a little bit. The red potion is 68 rupees. A blue potion would be 40. Now, if you buy 2 blue potions, then it would basically combine into a red potion. So it would be able to fill your life up twice if necessary. But that's worth 80 rupees. The red by itself is 68. So it would just save you 12 just by doing that. Now that heart container that we just grabbed, you need the step ladder to get it. And then you need the raft to get this one.
Alright, Queen, you have a good night. Thank you for dropping those special membership controllers. I appreciate you.
And now that we have 12 hearts, we're going to grab the magical sword. You need 12 hearts to earn the sword. And we have exactly that. And you can get that just by doing 4 levels of the game.
Hey, Bandits, welcome in. Thank you for dropping those controllers. How are you doing, my friend? You said Arcade got a new voice. No, we're doing a controller showcase where you can showcase a game that you are good at. And we have Captain showcasing his Legend of Zelda run. And Beautiful Mind said, dang, Captain, you ran through this quick. You know he's a pro. Yep. He's a pro. It's all about...
With me, it's all about rhythm. And right now, the rhythm is good. I'm just playing right to that strength. And that's really how I approach any game. It's all about rhythm. Once you get it, you don't stop. Kind of
I
like
don't know
muscle
if I'm
memory.
going to remember this. You're going to have to walk me through this whenever I play this, Captain.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, now this guy right here hides a very useful item, the power bracelet. So there's 10 statues, and that statue right here on the upper right in the first row hides that bracelet. We'll get to what its function does in a moment.
Oh, thank you, Bandit. Yeah, we've been doing showcases for about a month now on the channel. And Crestline just showcased Sonic 3 today. And now Captain BS is doing he's doing a no-death run of The Legend of Zelda on the NES, and he's doing both quests, so he's doing great so far. TD Ray, you can go ahead and ask your questions here about showcasing the game.
Alright, so this area is the graveyard. So once we enter the graveyard, we want to go to the upper right area of the graveyard, and that's where the magical sword is hidden. And now that we got that sword, heaven help the rest of these enemies, because we're going to destroy them.
Yep, Beautiful Minds, he doing 2 quests and trying to do a no-death run on each one. And so far, he has not died. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Now, I kind of went out of order. I'm doing level 6. Now, this dungeon can be difficult, but if you have the magical sword, it's not so bad. You just gotta know who and what to attack and just what to avoid. So there's the compass.
TD Ray, yeah, you can get someone to showcase it with you. I had to test both of y'all connections, or Are they gonna play it at your house with you, or do we all need to be connected, like 3 people? It depends on making sure the connection is not too laggy. But yeah, you can do that. You'll be the first to do it if you decide to showcase a game with someone.
Okay, now now those blue enemies right there, that's the blue Wizrow. Tricky sons of guns right there. You just kind of have to know what they're doing and anticipate their every move. If they line you up directly in their sight, they will strike by putting a beam. The best way to approach them is to try and get behind them and to stay behind them. And then 3 hits with the magical sword and they're toast.
So this the most powerful sword in the game?
It sure is. Now, the Wizrow attack is dangerous. You need a magical shield for it. And that's luckily the shield that we have. Now, what I just did is I bombed right across that room, and that avoids a battle with the 3-headed Gleeok that we fought. We fought the 2-header back in level 4. There's the 3-header in this one. So sometimes it's not worth fighting those extra enemies.
It's funny, I just realized over the Gleeoks. They brought them back in Tears of the Kingdom. I did not realize that.
Yep, and they're tough. Like
They're
they made the
Tears of the Kingdom
They
too.
made the Gleeoks a worthy opponent in Tears of the Kingdom. Got their own battle theme and everything. All right, and let's see, that passage brings us here. Now, if you heard that cry of the boss here, it's similar to the Dodongo, but it's not exactly the Dodongo. Ouch! Ouch! Okay. You want to grab your arrows here, because you are fighting the Goma. One shot directly to the eye. Yeah, one shot to the eye on that Goma. Cakewalk.
Do you have unlimited arrows now that you purchased the arrows?
No. Each arrow costs 1 rupee, so you have to use them wisely. They are not unlimited. They are limited to your rupees. So if you have lots of rupees, you'll have lots of arrows. I only use the arrows when I need to. Now, by moving this obstacle here, you find a secret staircase. That's what the power bracelet does. It can move some of those obstacles that could not be moving before. Now, this is a 3-area secret passage that'll kind of warp you kind of around the map. So we're going to take the far right stairs, and this will put us in the vicinity of level 5. And that's a good way to shortcut around the map. And so now, we just go to level 5. We're going to take that one done.
So you just backtracked a dungeon.
Yep. So I go for level 5 first. And then, or I go for level 6 first, and then I do level 5. Because with the magical sword, we get to deal with some of these tougher enemies in this one. Now, these blue enemies right here, these are the Gibdo. The mummies.
They brought all of those enemies back on the later Zelda. That's interesting.
Alright. And then these are your dark nuts. Now, we fought the orange variety earlier in level 3. These ones are blue, and they are fast. And if you don't predict their moves, they will sabotage. And they will hit you when you least expect it. The best way to deal with them is to kind of be right around the corner and strike them as they pass right underneath or over you. And then once they're all gone, you can access this area. Now, inside this dungeon is a 100 rupee. You need 100 rupees for it, but it would grant you extra bombs. So it would bring your initial total from 8 to 12, and then there's another one that would go from 12 to 16. So you can get a maximum of 16 bombs if you wanted to.
Hey, Joshua Thompson, watching from the vertical side. You asked me, is the Legend of Zelda 2-player? No, it is not. It is not a 2-player game. It's 1-player.
Alright, and after dealing with those, we get the signature item of this dungeon, which is the recorder. The recorder is a
Chauncey,
useful item.
Welcome in, Chauncey. Drop us some controllers in the chat, some controller emojis, like the video. How are you doing? Y'all, this streaming royalty right there. Please check out Chauncey. Good, great streamer over there. I've been checking out his stuff a little bit. He does some great streams. Check him out.
Alright, so now that we got the recorder, this the rest of this will be fairly straightforward. We just go straight to the boss. Now, some of these rooms will have 3 Dodongo, and they can regenerate. So you kind of have to be careful on how if you want to face them. But I just leave them alone unless they're necessary to complete a room or to go further.
You said that ain't no recorder, that's the flute. I know it's a recorder. Are you talking about the person talking? Chauncey, if you're not... So, Chauncey, we are having a showcase. In a showcase, a controller showcase is when we allow our subscribers or our community showcase games they are good at. And right now, Captain BS is showcasing his skills on The Legend of Zelda. So that's who voice you hear. He's playing right now.
Good old recorder. Now these are the Paul's voices. I like to call them whiskers. So they are very jumpy, and they can approach you from left to right or up and down, horizontally or vertically. Okay, now this is the Dig Dogger, the boss of this dungeon. So here's how you approach this one. If you play the recorder, it's going to split it up into a small one. Grab your boomerang and put it on it, and it'll stop it dead in its tracks. Easy kill.
Oh, this is something that y'all know about. What I dislike is The Legend of Zelda is my favorite gaming franchise. I don't know the original one. So, cause Chauncey said he knows what I'm talking about. It's the label. It's labeled as a flute. Is in the manual. I didn't know.
Yep.
So, and that's the shame.
Yep.
Cause I love every Legend of Zelda after this one, and can play all of them and beat them and know them. But I do not know the original one. So that's not a good look. I don't think.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people who haven't played the original.
I played the original and I only beat it once, but I don't know it. I don't know the terms. I don't know what those caves are in these secrets and stuff. It makes me feel bad. And I know all the enemies. Okay. I'm looking at them and I'm seeing what they are.
So what I just did was I used the recorder in the overworld, and what that does is it puts a twister on the map that will warp you around the whole map. Mm-hmm. And it will take you to any level that you have previously beaten. So I warped to level 2, which puts us closer to level 8.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm doing level 8. I do 8 before 7. Now, that's another manhandler. I'm just leaving it alone. You don't need to defeat that one. Now, this dungeon has several items. It does have the magical key, but I'm not going to get it because I have enough keys already for the end. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Nice. Got those hearts back. Now, something helpful is that if you don't need to defeat the enemies, it's just best to leave them alone. So we're just going to leave them alone. Now, if you bomb up above this room here, that will kind of take you to the area where the magical key is. However, protecting the path to it is a blue Goma, which you'll need 3 arrows to defeat. But we're gonna ignore and leave it alone. We don't need to worry about it. If you use the keys that you have wisely, you'll have enough for level 9. And therefore you won't need any additional. Ouch. Oh, that was a good move. Okay. I'll give it that. That was a good move. Okay, right here, we're gonna get attacked right away by Paul's voices. If you shoot them with an arrow, they will go down in one shot. So I just put 2 arrows and KO'd them all right away.
Chauncey
We'll
said
grab
you
that.
going dungeon 8 before 7 is a smart move, and you got a heart, and he had a like on the stream. Wait a minute, you find him? Why he had so many heads this time?
So this is the 4-header. This is
Okay.
like this is the signature Gleeok of the game.
Gotcha.
Is the one with 4 heads. And of course it's in level 8. And that's it. Now level 8 does also have an item called the Book of Magic. What that does, it enhances the power of the magical rod that's hidden in level 6. By, like, when you put a shot with the magical rod, it produces a flame when it's made contact with an enemy. The only reason I don't grab the Book of Magic is because I don't need it. Now, if I were doing a 3-heart run of this game, I would grab the magical rod, but I would not use the Book of Magic. Because the flames from that can hurt you if you're not careful. They hurt more than the flames on the candle. So what I did is I used the recorder and warped to level 3, which puts us close to level 7. It's just kind of right up here, up the block.
Gio, thank you for dropping those special membership controllers.
Use the recorder here and reveal the hidden staircase that leads to level 7.
That flute sounds like the warp zone on Super Mario Bros. 3.
It's exactly the same, it just sounds different. So you are correct. I wonder why they didn't use a different sound for that though. I'm kind of curious.
Nintendo, just being Nintendo.
Probably didn't want to complicate things even further. Now, these enemies that are kind of moving around the map, they can't hurt you. They won't take hearts away, but they can disable your sword for a temporary effect. Now, there are variants of that enemy that we'll get to in Quest 2. And you have to be very cautious on how you approach them. So, we'll get to them later. This one right here says Grumble Grumble. He blocks your path. basically, it's hungry. Feed it the chicken, or the food as they call it in this game,
The chicken.
and you get to move on.
That was
Actually,
chicken.
I don't even know if that was chicken. It kind of looked like chicken. I could be wrong. Alright, so... yeah, so if you don't have the food, you cannot advance until you have that item. That's why I get that item early. So that way, it's there, and don't have to worry about it later. Until we absolutely need it. Now, level 7 does require you to use good amount of bombs. So, if you get an opportunity to get bombs, make sure you get them. Now, that staircase right there leads to the red candle. The red candle is basically a improved version of the blue candle. It's infinite flames on the screen that you can use, and you can burn up to
nice.
like 2 times until the flames go out. Alright, now this Dig Dogger is one we need to defeat. So use the recorder, get out the boomerang, and now it splits into 3, but if you use the recorder, or if you use the boomerang right after, you stop all 3 and you just destroy it instantly. Now, kind of a dead end here with 3 Dodongo, but we're going to ignore them. And we get to this room. This room will have some wall masters. So don't get caught by them.
Why isn't it that your heart container is not moving once they hit you? Are you that strong?
So, like, those enemies that are kind of moving along, like, they hit me and disable my sword, but they don't actually hurt you. Now, if you get grabbed by a wall master along the wall, then you get taken all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon, so you have to be cautious around. And, like, I don't like this room, because those enemies just they're fast, and they're always trying to track you down. So that's not a fun room in this one. Thank you. Okay. Put a bomb there. Gonna see if there's any additional bombs we can get. Nope. That's alright. We'll get some more later. And then level 7 just has an Aqua Mentis. I don't know why they put that one there, because that's an easy boss to defeat for a high level. And now
you have
we got all heart containers.
All 16 heart pieces.
Yep,
container.
We are maxed, and level 9 is coming. And that will be right now. We got everything we need.
And you had the full Triforce as well.
Level 2. Okay, level 2 is not bad. That's relatively close. I would prefer level 1, because level 1 would put us a little bit closer, but level 2 is not bad. Alright, so the way we get to that dungeon is we're going to kind of go back the same way as if going to level 5 and getting toward the white sword. So we're just going to kind of venture left into this area here and go all the way across. Now, just watch the rocks falling down. Kind of similar to Death Mountain. And then the step ladder will allow us to cross that little space of water there. And we take this ladder all the way up, and we're exactly where we need to be. And then from here, if you go right, that'll just lead you to a dead end. We'll worry about that when we get to Quest 2.
Hiroshi put the letter M in the chat. I think he made a mistake.
Okay. Now this area here, you wanna bomb the left side of that rock, or the right side of the left rock. That's what I meant to say. And this is level 9.
Now, who would have known that?
Experimentation. Now, this is a huge dungeon, and it could be very easy to get lost. Now, if you end up finding the map and the compass, that will greatly... it would be a great help. But we'll take the path that we need to get to Ganon. Now, the red ring is in here once again, but we're not going to get it because in this quest it is well protected by Wizrow. And they mean business. Now, there is one item that we do need to get that is also well protected, but it's necessary for Ganon, and that's the silver arrow.
Baby, are you down?
All right. Now, this enemy...
all the songs.
This enemy right here is Patra.
Patra?
Yep. It is... Now, you have to be cautious around it because it could do one of two things. It will either expand its little barrier the way it did there, or it will kind of put it into a diagonal formation. And so there's several versions of it. Now, we have to defeat the Wizrow here because this is the only way forward in this dungeon. Oh, it's not too bad. Lots of passages, but also there are locked areas that will trap you and force you to go another direction or to backtrack. Now, once you get into this room, there are 3 locked doors. We're going to take the left one. I don't worry about the keys there. I just leave them alone. And here's another Patra. This one has a diagonal formation. So what I do is I just let it spin. And once it's done doing its diagonal spin, then I start attacking the barrier. You have to destroy the barrier before you attack him directly. With a full powered up sword, 3 hits. Once you break the barrier. Now we want to take these stairs. These stairs lead to the arrow that we need. And you get ambushed right away by Wizrow, so... Ouch. Thank you. Alright, we'll put a bomb here. Grab that. Now, once you get in this room, get to the middle right away. And then just kind of stay along, and then just try to anticipate their movements, because these things are fast. Now, I took a lot of damage there, but we got rid of 2 of them.
Hey, video games in the world, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for dropping those controllers. Like the video. Welcome to the showcase. We have Captain BS showcasing the Legend of Zelda. He's doing a no-death run, and he's gonna do both quests. Now, what type of arrows are those? Is that the light arrow?
It's like the silver arrow that you need to defeat Ganon. If you don't get that item, you got no chance.
Like, you really can't defeat him without it?
Nope. There is no chance.
Just like A Link to the Past. If you think the first quest was tough, just wait till you play the second quest, says Video Games in the World.
Oh yeah, we'll be fine on the second quest. I got a good battle strategy for it.
They don't even give us a
Alright.
second quest on A Link to the Past. I'm jealous of that.
Yeah, I kind of wish they did that for Link to the Past. That would
Me
have been
too.
fun. Alright, so we got rid of all those likes there. Now, this is a kind of a calm down room here. These enemies are pretty chill. I wish they gave hearts, but they don't, and that's okay. Now, if you catch any of these Wizroad that are kind of going along the lava like this, they are vulnerable at that point. Because then you could kind of catch them while they're traversing the path there, and they can't defend it. There's nothing they can do. So that's pretty much where the kind of weak point you can get them in. All right, and this spot will take us near the end here.
Hey, Chris Line, welcome back. If you all have not, please like the video. Whoa,
Ouch.
they take a lot of damage.
Yeah, there's no messing around with the Wizroad. They hurt. Even with the blue ring, they will punish with damage. So, and that's exactly why we use the potion, for that purpose. All right, we're almost here. Now, I'm not going to use the potion yet. We're going to see if we can finish this game without it. Now, if Ganon puts a beating on us, then I'll be ready to use it. Now, here's the Patra that's guarding Ganon's entrance. So, just kind of watch its movements. Disable its barrier. Take it out. And now, it's go time. Now, I'm not chasing after him. He's coming after me. I'm not falling for that nonsense, so I just kind of push myself right here, and I just let him come to me. And then I just kind of keep attacking in rhythm if I can, and just stay right there.
Well, you completed it and you beat it on normal, so GG's.
Fight
Hey,
smarter, not harder.
Oh, you found Princess Zelda. GG's.
Yep. It's not worth chasing him. He's too good. Let him come to you. Got your back against the wall? He's got no chance.
So now you have a harder quest to do. You completed that one within at hour and 13 minutes. Well, you gotta take off 6 to 7 minutes of me introducing in the intro and all of that. So really, like in an hour.
That's not bad.
Like,
yeah, the beginning was kind of sketchy, but we made it, so I'm not worried there. Alright, so I'm going to reset the game so I don't have to mess up the deal there. And now, here's the second quest. Now, if you type in Zelda as your name, then you'll get the second quest right away. So that's kind of what I do for playthroughs like this.
okay.
So, this is the second quest. This one means business. A lot more difficult, and it could be timely and tedious. So, several things I like to do for this one. Now, I don't go to... Well, I do go to level 1, but I don't complete level 1 right away. Because that one is deceptively difficult for a first dungeon on this quest. So what I like to do instead is I'll just go into one of those rooms and take an important item that we'll need early. And then the goal is basically to get into level 2, beat level 2, and try to get our hearts up and get the white sword. So we'll have to play smart here in order to get there. And then as we go, it's just building up our rupees.
Beautiful mind wished you a GG's, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I hope everyone's enjoying. I hope everyone's enjoying the gameplay. This is a lot of fun.
This game is intimidating for a lot of people, and it's probably intimidating for me if I'm admitting something. Only because I don't know where I'm going.
Okay, now you gotta be very cautious in this room, because if you get attacked by boomerangs, you're in trouble. They take off a heart each time. And
Were
so
these guys not on the first dungeon, on the first playthrough?
Wait, what was that?
I was asking, were these guys on the first playthrough?
Yes. Getting a little too comfortable there. Okay, that's good. Took another one out. Okay, that's good. Got one more. Beautiful. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So I get the boomerang and I get the heck out. I don't even bother with this level for a good while.
Why you don't bother with it?
It's deceptively tough. When we complete it, we'll find out why. So instead, we're gonna do level 2. Level 2, it may have tougher enemies, but it's more reasonable. Now, what I could do right away is just battle some of these enemies until I can work up enough rupees to buy a candle. And then if we burn some of the bushes, we can get some early rupees that will help us.
Hey, Matt Core, welcome into the stream. Drop us some controllers, like the video. How are you doing? We're having a showcase tonight. We got Captain BS showcasing his skills. And he's playing, this is his second quest of the Legend of Zelda on the NES. He's playing the harder version, so welcome in.
Alright, so we're already at 53. That's a good start. Gotta remember, Boomerang's our friend here. Now, if we can manage to stay at full strength, that is the goal here. Now, sometimes that can't be helped, and you will take some hits here and there. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just gotta manage your health and just kind of watch your proximity to some of these enemies. Okay, 77 is not bad. I can work with that. Now, some of the big purchases we'll need right away. We'll need the blue ring, which is 250, and then we'll need the magical shield, which is 90, and then we'll need the arrows, which is 80. So that's a lot of rupees early that we'll need to get our hands on to get some of those heavy-hitting items. But once we have them, it kind of makes this quest a lot more reasonable. Some of these. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just telling Matt Core. I'm responding to the chat. I was letting him know this is the original Zelda. Captain showcased Zelda 2 last week. I think it was last week or the week before. But this is the original part 1 on the NES.
Alright, so we got the blue candle. That will help us a little bit. Okay, good. The Zoras in this game are pesky. Once you get rid of them on the screen, they can regenerate if you go off screening and then go right back to it. They take 2 hits with the regular sword. But now with the blue candle in hand, now that stairway right there leads to another hidden area with some items. Nice.
See, I would not know what those secrets are like that. That would be the only thing that'll frustrate me.
Now, majority of these secrets are the same. Some are different in this quest. Like in this quest, there's a lot more 30 rupee secret areas, and there's only 100 rupee secret. So this game kind of forces you to grind a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. Now, so what I'm trying to do right now is I'm actually doing the grinding part. We're trying to get these items as quick as we can, so that way it'll kind of smooth over the rest of this game. So it's kind of a tedious process, but if we just kind of go around the map and just defeating enemies, we'll eventually get to them. So like right now we have 111. We can buy the arrows. Something that we'll need for later. And then we just keep moving. Always good to have the boomerang at the ready, just in case things get bad. The boomerang will save you, because it'll put a stop to these enemies almost immediately. Alright, so the next item we're gonna go for will be we'll get the magical shield, and that will be 90 rupees. Ooh, bombs. That will be helpful. Okay, now there is something we can do right now that will help us when the time eventually arrives for it. I should have grabbed that rupee. That's alright. Okay, so if we stand right at this spot here and plant a candle right on that spot, that reveals a hidden staircase. That's level 7. We're not ready for that, but that's gonna be for later.
So, do you have to take a different path totally from what you did from quest 1 to make it through?
So, some of the levels are in different locations. So yes, I have to adapt in this quest quite a bit in order to make it work. And so, right now it's just about getting the rupees that we need to get those items. And then we go straight to level 2. And then once we get level 2 done, that will give us a signature item that we need that will help us get some hearts. And then we get the white sword, and then we can do level 1 and go from there.
So you're gonna do 2 first?
Yes, we're gonna do level 2 first. Level 2 is a little bit tougher than 1. However, it's more reasonable than level 1. Alright, so we're at 83 right now. That's not bad. So, we're just gonna try to go for a few more rupees here. And actually, we could get 30 more by going into one of these caves up here. And I wish these enemies would drop a heart or something. There we go. Okay. Ask and thou shalt receive. Alright. Okay, so let's put one here. Alright, and this one is worth 30. Okay. We are in a pretty good spot right now. We're gonna get the magical shield, which is worth 90, so that will put us down to 23. And then we're going to grab the 100 rupee secret. And then we'll start the build to
chicken.
Yeah, we'll start the build to 250 to get the blue ring, and then we'll be ready to start hitting this game big time. So this one is all about you just gotta set up your success. It's all about playing smarter and not harder. Because this quest can be challenging, especially if not knowing how to approach it.
Quick question, when you first started the last quest, you got like 2 heart containers off bat. What's the difference between trying to get those 2 heart containers now?
So the thing is, those heart containers are now in different spots, and they are hidden because you need the recorder to reveal the hidden spots, and the recorder is in level 2. So we're gonna get the recorder in level 2, and that will help us find those hearts. Alright, so I'm gonna head toward the location of the single 100 rupee secret in this quest. We'll have to go a little bit further left for it. And then we'll just keep going. It's basically just kind of going through the map and making it work. Come on, game. Gotta stabilize here. Alright. So, we're almost there. It's right across this bridge. Now, some of these spots are the same, so like in that cave right there is the old woman who gives you a potion, but you have to have the letter for it, and the letter is in a rather tedious spot. It's very close to level 9 in this quest, which is all the way in the upper left-hand corner. Alright. We're getting a good amount of blue rupees here, which is every 5, so that's good. So we'll be able to build this. Alright, so here's the 100 rupee secret here. Now that's the only one in the game, but we get it early because it's good to have just to get the blue ring. And then we'll earn the bit of everything else. Alright, now this bush over here has a 10 rupee secret. Okay, so we found all the main secrets we needed to find. So now we're just gonna just grind, go after these enemies, and try to earn some rupees. And once we get 250, then we will be completely prepared. And the best way to go about this process is basically just to go through the map and just kind of go into a path where you're just basically going from one thing to the next without running into the same room multiple times. And the best way to do that is you start at the bottom and just kind of work your way around. So, I do appreciate y'all's patience through this. I know it's like, alright, let's get to a dungeon right now. What's the holdup? But seriously, if you're playing this quest for the first time, it's better to do this the smart way. Because trying to attack it head on without experience, it is unwise. I would not even recommend that. So we're at 176, that's pretty good. Let's keep moving. See, look, like we get 1 rupee and 5 rupees, so we're getting a good chunk per room. Now, if they're stuck in a place where you can't get them, that's what the boomerang's for. It can reach across those spaces there to grab them. Alright, we're almost there. We're at 192.
Your next big purchase is going to be what again?
The blue ring.
Okay. And what does that do?
Oh, hold on. Oh boy, this just got serious. Okay, I gotta concentrate here for a moment. This is not a good spot. Okay, we need hearts or a fairy. Okay, okay, let's improvise. Yikes. It's pretty risky doing this with just 3 hearts. So now that we've taken quite a bit of damage, I gotta get some hearts back. Okay. Just be patient. I'm gonna let them come to me. Beautiful. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Nice. Okay, we're back in the game. Oh boy. Alright, let's keep going. We can breathe a little bit now. Alright, let's get back into the fray there. Just took some really bad hits from the Zora there. Those enemies are relentless when they want to be. And they patrolled this entire area of the map. Alright, sorry about that, Arcade. I'm good now.
That was scary on that last heart.
Yeah, that's why we slowly get good and just fight back. So that just needed some concentration a little bit to get out of that tight spot.
Hey,
Oh, come on, man.
APG. Welcome in, APG. Thank you for dropping those controllers. Like the video. How are you doing? What happened to the heart container?
So that one requires a stepladder. I can't get that one yet. The stepladder, there's a process for that. Right. We'll get to that later. Now, you can't boomerang the Zora. That would be super helpful if we could, but they basically appear and then they disappear. So if you don't take care of them, like with the regular sword in 2 hits, then you gotta hit them again. And so if you give 1 hit and then it goes back in the water, then you gotta go for it again. So they regenerate once they head back into the water. Crafty enemies. There we go. Okay, let's go over here. And there we go. Good heart there. We're almost at the target that we need. We just need to get a few more.
And thank you for the GGs, Matt Core, big bro. How you been, Matt Core? I'm sorry, I've been so quiet.
Alright. So we just gotta do a little bit more grinding here, and then we'll have exactly what we need. Alright, 225. We need 25 more. And then once we get the blue ring, any additional grinding will be done as we go. So, like, as we go through the levels, any rupees we get, we'll just earn them that way. And that will allow us to get the food item that we need for later. And then it will help us be able to get some additional rupees for other reasons, as we will get into later as well. $20 more. We're almost there. 15. Now, if those enemies go back into the sand, luckily they do not regenerate. There we go. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about that one. Let's just keep moving. Those blue ones with a wooden sword take 4 hits. So I might as well just leave them alone until we get a white sword at least. And that's pretty much my process on how to start this quest. And then once we get the ball rolling, we go pretty much dungeon to dungeon and get everything else as we go. 243. Almost there.
Hey, little bro Chris, welcome in. Drop us some controllers, like the video. How are you doing? Tuning in from the vertical side. How's it going?
Alright, 244. Come on, we need 6 more. Clock, excellent. Alright, we need 1 more. We should be able to get it somewhere in this room or next room. There it is. Alright, we got enough. We are good to go. Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay, good. There we go. I'm thankful for that heart. Alright, so now the location of the blue ring has changed. It is actually up in this area now.
Now, little bro, get you some rest. You just got off work and you tired. Yeah, get you some rest.
Alright. this will be a big help right now. So now with the blue ring, we're gonna make sure we're fully healed up, and then we'll go into level 2. Now level 2 is all the way back across the left side of the map. So we'll have to go all the way there, which is fine. And then from here on out, we'll be able to get we'll just get any additional rupees the normal way. And then our next target will be 60 rupees. That will give us the food that we need for later. And then we'll want to get 100 more after that. Come on. There we go. Ooh, fairy. That's good. Okay. Alright, we're ready, y'all. Let's go to level 2. We got this. No problem.
Captain.
Yep, we got it. We've gotten everything that we need. We got the arrows, we got the magical shield, we got the blue ring. Those are the big heavy hitter purchases that you need to get early on. And then after that, you just need 160 more rupees, but those could be earned as we go dungeon to dungeon. Alright, level 2 is up this direction. So they put level 2 in the spot where the blue ring used to be in Quest 1. Alright, this is level 2. And as you can see, Gibdo, they don't mess around here. These are tough enemies early on, and they take a lot of hits with the wooden sword. But it is absolutely worth it. If you use the boomerang that you got from level 1, and just keep your distance, and just attack them wisely, you can knock them out right away. And here's several things we need to know about the dungeons here. So there's of course, you can blow up walls in order to reach certain spots, but some of the areas that you have to reach, you have to move through the wall. So you can't actually blow them up, but you can walk right through it. So it's knowing where those spots are at that will be critical for success in this quest. And there's one that's in this dungeon, and we will get to that. Now, a good strategy is like attack these things 4 times, then quickly use the boomerang and finish them off. Good way to maximize the attacks on them. Now, another good strategy is that if there's a door that's open, you kind of use it as cover, especially if you're dealing with a lot of enemies on the screen. And then it's a good way to deal with them right away. Now, we're going to plant a bomb here. And as we walk through it, yep, it's a trap, but it has the key on that side. That's the only reason we do it. And then this room above, a manhandler. missed it. Okay. Come on. There we go. We got him. Good to take out that manhandler for a key. And any keys are good here. And they are at a premium as well. So, like that locked door up there, I don't even mess with it. You do not need what's in that room. And then down here, we walk right through that wall, and that leads us to the recorder.
The flute.
All right. Let's see. I think someone asked me a question. Let's see. On New Game Plus, do you search for the same amount of hearts as well? So on the second quest, do I search for 16 heart containers? Yes. Now, a good tactic here is if you feel that you're stuck, you can use the boomerang and just kind of keep them stunned, and then you can push them back, and you can battle them that way if they have you cornered or trapped. But yes, I do go for all 16 hearts in this quest as well. But there's a catch, and we'll talk about that when we get to level 4. Okay, so now that we have the recorder, we're going to head back down until we reach this room right here. We're going to use a key on this room. And we're going to go into here. Now, there are some pulse voices, and they take a good amount of hits, so try to take out the Gibdo, and then deal with the pulse voices as best you can. And just keep an eye on their movements, because as you can see, they like to drop down. And then the moment they drop down, that's when they can switch their direction from vertical to horizontal, or vice versa. So it's just a matter of watching their movements. But I take them all out in this room because they provide another key. And with the wooden sword...
Thank you for telling everybody about the Restream bot and delivering that message and letting them know that I've taken it off.
Alright, got another key. That's great. Okay, now here's what we could do in this situation. Okay, that actually worked out better. Get another key. Beautiful. Okay, now watch the Gibdo here. Try not to take that hit, because you never know if they're going to give you a heart or not. And so, I'm just going to try to keep them pushing back. And then if they try to line themselves up, then I'll just push my way toward them. There we go. And we're still keeping our 3 hearts, and this is critical that we're doing this. Now, those 3 enemies, I leave them alone, get inside that locked door, and here's the boss right here, the 2-headed Gleeok. Now, the door is open on this fight, so with 3 hearts and being able to shoot a beam directly at this beast, just watch for its attack, and then just kind of play hide and go seek, and just slowly pick it apart. And just be really patient, because these attacks can happen very fast. Just like that. And that is level 2.
You did that like a professional. You did great. GG.
And that is level 2 done early. with a
Oh,
critical
retro
heart.
player on TikTok. I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing your chat. You say you just finished Time Crisis 2 and 3 arcade stream. Oh, sorry I missed it, man. I'm gonna be sure to check out your streams though. Thank you. And GG's to Chris for completing Dungeon 2. You did that really good. You cut up. A Beautiful Minds is impressed. He said nice work, Captain.
Cheers, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. This is fun. Alright, so that's a big relief off the shoulders there. If you can get that done without a scratch and without a death, you're in pretty good shape. So now we're going to get it into better shape here. And we're going to get another heart, and we're going to get the white sword.
Matt
And
Carr
then-
said that was awesome. He said I died about 5 times before I could finish that level. And Daryl said GG's, Captain, and saluted you. And he said, wait, you said Chris Arcade. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Captain, not Chris. I'm sorry, Captain. My apologies.
Oh, it's all gravy. Alright. So here's our next. Here's what we're gonna do now, is we need to find that heart. And I know exactly where it's at. Now once again, we're still building up rupees. So that way we're ready to get the last item that we need, plus gaining an additional 100 on top of that. So we're still grinding, but we're grinding as we go now. Alright, so once you get into the desert, if you go to this room right here, and here's what you do. Whoops, wrong item. Play the recorder, and it looks like nothing happens, but then a staircase appears out of nowhere. And this is the first hidden heart. And now that we got 5, we can get the white sword. I have a voice for radio. Well, I appreciate that. I thought about doing radio stuff if my current profession doesn't work out. Although I think I would need to go back to school for that.
Hey, lot, welcome in. We got Captain showcasing his Legend of Zelda run. He's on his second quest, the harder quest, and he's doing a no-death run. He completed the first quest with no death. He's on the second run, on his second quest, and he's doing great. So, welcome
Headlocked.
in, Headlock. Thank you for dropping those special membership controllers.
Headlocked, you sir are the man. Alright, so now that we have the white sword, now we can deal with level 1. Man, slow your roll there. There we go. Now, one of the rooms we just passed is actually the entrance to level 8. We'll unlock that when we have the stepladder.
Retro Player Run from TikTok says, I get lost so much on Zelda games. And Headlock said, thank you, Captain.
And here we are. Level 1. Now, let's do it correctly. Now, we already dealt with that first room since it had the boomerang. So, we're just gonna go up from here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plant a bomb here. Now, I'm not going to go in there just yet, because that actually leads to the way out of this dungeon. We're going to explore some of this upper area first. Now, these are the Stalfos that we encountered back in Quest 1. These versions shoot swords. Be very careful, because they will hurt as much damage as what a Lionel can do to you with their sword. So without the blue ring, if you took a hit there, without it, it would be 2 hearts of damage, which with 3 hearts at the start would put you in a pretty awful position. And that's why I don't do level 1 first, because it is deceptively difficult. With a few more hearts and an upgraded sword, it's more reasonable. So here, I just go all the way up, defeat this enemy here, and then I really don't go into any other room right now. Like that locked door right there, I don't even mess with it. There's really nothing you need in that room.
You always seem like you have an abundance of keys left, though.
In this quest, it's important to have keys.
Okay.
In this quest, keys are important. And actually, in this quest, we will get the magical key. It is hidden in level 8. Alright, so this spot right here has the Wall Masters.
Hey, welcome back, Woodland MK. Welcome back. How are you? Drop us a controller, please, and like the video.
Once you see that key appear, you'll know you've dealt with the Wall Masters. Now this room, just find an opening and blast that wall above and get to this boss. Because that room right there is just meant to be destructive. And that's level 1. So we're in great shape here.
GG's.
GG's,
my friend.
Alright. So level 1 is done. We could knock out level 3 right now. Now level 3 is where level 2 is in the first quest. So it's not that far from here. And then once we get past level 3, that's when the real fun will begin. And actually, while we're on the way over here, I'm going to stop and grab one more item. And then I won't need to visit a shop for the rest of the game unless it's for a potion.
But since you're making a stop, can you pick up something for me? Can you pick up something for me on your stop, when you stop? Mr. Captain.
Wait, what?
I was asking, can you pick up something since you're making a stop somewhere? Can you pick up an item for me?
Which item?
I want a pack of Newport cigarettes, please.
Wait, what?
You said what? I said I want a pack of Newport cigarettes.
I don't know about that.
Oh. Well, they're not for me. I don't smoke. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you, Captain.
I thought you were talking to someone that was like near you. I'm like, wait, what?
No, I was messing with you. You said you had to make a stop somewhere. I said, well, since you got to make a stop, can you pick up me a pack of cigarettes?
Man, I gotta learn to read jokes better.
I'm just messing with you. I do not smoke. I've never smoked a day in my life.
Nope, I have not either. If I did, the only thing I'd be smoking is smartness. Smoking that arcade intelligence. Alright.
There's a cigarettes. I do not smoke, big bro. I was just joking with Captain. He said he need to make a stop. You know, you can say I'm about to stop at a store or something. Someone would say, "Can you pick me up a pack of? Can you pick me up this?" So I just said pack of cigarettes. He said cancer sticks. Laugh out loud. Thought the same thing and saw he wasn't on the phone. Captain A thought the same thing. That I was talking to someone in this. Nobody's here with me, you all. I'm alone.
Alright, so this is level 3, and just understand, this level's gonna be done rather fast.
This is Dungeon 3?
Yep, this is Dungeon 3. It's not as bad as it looks.
I see those snakes.
Now, these ones are different. They actually take a few more hits. And they're faster. So, if you have a white sword, they take 2 hits. Now, I'm gonna say those bombs there. We're gonna go inside this door and observe 3 Dodongo. Now, you do want to take these Dodongo out. Plant a bomb, bam, 2 of them in one shot. And that just leaves 1. Oh, you little sneak. Gotcha. And they
gave
have
you
the heart
2
there.
that time. Yep,
And then
the
here-
Dungo's Cavern. This game is one of the most, that's requested by one coin only. Yeah, I've seen him play this plenty of times on his streams, DJ. I don't think I've seen him do this second quest though, like Captain is doing.
Usually if he does the second quest, I'm usually there to help him. Because, yeah, it's pretty tedious.
I see.
I actually helped him with the second quest, and that's kind of how I earned the name of Captain BS. That's kind of how that started.
How did that start? I always wondered about your name.
So years ago, when Facebook only allowed you to stream up to 4 hours, so he was doing both Quest 1 and Quest 2. And Quest 1, like, he can knock out, like, instantly, no problem. But Quest 2 was going to be the challenge because it takes a while. It's a long quest. And I was able to, using the strategy that I'm using right now, I was able to help him navigate it within the 4-hour time limit, and basically the community kind of dubbed the name right on the spot. It just sort of happened, and so I kind of stuck with it.
Okay.
Nothing fancy. BS by name, not by nature.
I always wonder, like, how did he come up with the Captain BS name?
I mean, for a lot of people, it's just, hey, it's Captain Bullshit. And I just go with it.
Alright, Matt Cord. I appreciate you. We appreciate you stopping in. So you had to get up at 5 in the morning. You have an awesome rest of your night. Get you some rest. And we'll see you whenever you can come into the next stream. Thank you for dropping those special membership controllers. I appreciate you, Big Bro, Big Mac. and you have a good night.
Alright, so the good news is right now that not now, we do need to find the letter to eventually buy a potion. But other than that, we're set for the rest of the game. It's just finding everything else now. So here's what we do next. After level 3, I don't go into level 4 right away. There's several things that need to be done before you can get into level 4. The one thing you need for level 4 is the power bracelet, because that's the only way to access it. And so we're going to have to navigate our way to the toughest area of the game early on in order to get to it.
Oh, Headlock Captain is not broadcasting from satellite. No. He is voices coming through Discord.
I like how he said broadcast satellite. BS.
That's totally went over my head. I know I'm tired. I see now.
The initials
looked at it until you said that.
Okay.
Lord have mercy. I'm an airhead, y'all.
Alright, now we're in the graveyard right now. Now the graveyard is home to level 6. Now, before we go there, if we move this grave, that will reveal this heart container. Now, there's 3 other things we're going to do before we quickly venture into level 6. Now, I'm not going to complete level 6, but we're going to take an item from it. And that item's going to help us navigate some more of this game. Now, that ladder there holds a 30 rupee secret. We'll only use it if we need to. So we'll venture off to this direction. Power bracelet is in the same spot as before. And now we're gonna grab another heart container now. Ouch. I better be careful here. Okay, there we go. Ouch. Alright, 3 hearts. That's not so bad. Could be worse. That's why we make sure we go into this section with a lot of hearts. And the blue ring. So that way we're pretty much safe. Ooh, fairy. Yes, please. Excellent. That put us back in the ball game. There we go. Now, this is the room where the heart is. Use the recorder. Reveal its hidden spot. And we'll grab another. And there's only one more heart. There's only one more extra heart to grab after this.
Well, at least you have your first 4 row completed.
There's 2 more hearts to grab after this. So we got 3 of the 5 hidden hearts. So the other 2 are in the same spot as quest 1. One's along the beach line that needs the step ladder, and the other one's across with the raft. Alright, now there's one more item we're going to get up here. And that is the letter. Now sometimes what I like to do in this situation is I leave one enemy on the screen. Because if I leave one enemy on the screen, the rest of them will not regenerate. It's a tactful way to protect yourself as you're navigating some of this area of the map. Ouch. There we go. Alright, so we'll leave that one alone. I killed them all there, but that's okay. They regenerate, it's not a big deal. I don't mind if those guys regenerate. Okay. The letter is hidden right here. With all those Lionels protecting it. Once we grab it, just quickly get out. Now, there's another thing right over here. This is the entrance to level 9.
They moved everything in this second quest. I don't like that.
I appreciated the challenge because otherwise it's kind of similar to Quest 1.
But make it like hero mode. Just make it, if you get hit by an enemy, it takes twice the damage. Why relocate everything? I mean, I like a challenge too. I mean, if I master this game and beat it, I probably would appreciate the challenge. But I guess I'm freaking out and crashing out because this, you know, I haven't played this game in years and I don't know it. So you just hear me whining and complaining, that's all.
Oh, it's all good. Okay. Now this is 68 rupees. So I'll go ahead and get it now. I'm hopefully will not use it. Now, the 30 rupee secret we left over here up this ladder. Perfect time to grab it. Okay, now that we got all this, we're going to do a quick drive-by on level 6, and we're gonna pick up the step ladder. That's the item that's hidden in this one, and it's right here. You need the recorder to reveal its location.
Headlock said crashing out is healthy. Better out than in. Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. I be trying not to crash out all the time. I'm gonna let Captain put me in training on the Legend of Zelda before I stream it. But I promise y'all I can play every one after this one. Except for Zelda 2. Okay. The NES versions, no. Okay, the Super Nintendo versions and higher, I got you all. Cannot believe Nintendo still hasn't released the BS Zelda games on Switch. I mean the DS?
Okay. So here, we're not going very far. Now, watch out for the likes here. If they get in your way, find a way around them. If you don't like the position on how the room is going, just quickly exit out and go right back in. I need an open path without them interfering. Oh, no, get in that. Okay. Oh boy. All right, we're in where we need to be. Perfect. All right, grab that rupee there. Reveal that spot. All right, and here is the step ladder. This is going to help us with level 4 and grabbing everything else. Alright, now we just gotta make it all the way back and get out unscathed. Watch out. Watch out. Good. Good movement there. Alright. Just slowly making our way through. Okay, move down. Just keep going. We can't take this level on yet because we don't have the right items. We need the bow and the arrow, which we only have the arrow, but we don't have the bow. The bow is in level 5. Alright, so now that we got all of that done, we're gonna go to level 4. Ouch. Alright, there we go. Alright, same as before, we'll take the right stairs. That puts us close to level 4. Now, level 4 is kind of in the area where the original level 5 was at. So it's in this spot right here. Now, the good news is, if you feel underprepared with hearts, just quickly go up the ladder here all the way, and then there's a fairy waiting for you. You can get healed up, move that obstacle, and level 4 is right here. Okay, so now that we're here, let's navigate some of these rooms. This is a pretty big dungeon for level 4.
Well, let's say I've never played the OG Zelda games. Are you talking about the NES Zelda games or the Super NES, or both? Yeah, like I said, they were broadcast satellite games, only released in Japan, like the sequel to this Zelda and another like sequel to A Link to the Past. Oh, I never heard about those. I need to check those out.
Alright, so I'm going to take you through these rooms here. Now, these are the red. I call them the reds. I think they're bubbles in this game. I could be mistaken. But here's the thing about them. If you touch them, watch what happens. You cannot use your sword, and it's a permanent takeaway of your sword. So if you touch them, you will lose your sword.
You'll lose your sword?
Now watch what happens here. These are the blues. Touch them, and you get your sword back. So these are the variants of the flashing ones from the first quest that would just take your sword away temporarily. So the blues will grant you your sword back, and then the reds will permanently disable it. So you have to play them carefully. Now, here's a dig dogger right away. I'm gonna approach it the same way I did. Use the recorder, and then boomerang. Quickly try to get one of them stopped. Try to get the other one stopped, because these things are pretty fast. And then we'll just keep moving. Now, this is a big dungeon with some difficult enemies. So, like these blue dark nuts already. And with the white sword, they take about 4 hits. With the with the magical sword, it is 2 hits. So they're quick, and so these things mean business. You don't have to take them on. If you feel trapped, it's good to deal with them. Otherwise, we'll just quickly move on. Now, a lot of these rooms will have these combinations of enemies here. If you don't know where to go, and it's dark, make sure you put a candle on. Now, you have to take this room on in order to go forward. So, we'll have to deal with these enemies. So if you touch a red, make sure you immediately find the blue and get to that blue. Take the hit on that to quickly get your sword back, and then just kind of work it from there.
Oh,
And the
also,
thing
if you are
is,
tuned in, I'm sorry, Captain. Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if you're tuned into the streams, I do have a giveaway next Friday. It's free. For those who want to enter, all you have to do is go to the Discord. You will see a server called S2, meaning Season 2, Q3, meaning Quarter 3 giveaway. Just putting your YouTube name in there, or your TikTok name, wherever you're watching from, to enter that giveaway. If you don't have Discord, you can email me at arcadeintelligence@gmail.com, or you can ask one of the moderators, or put it in a chat and say, hey, put my name in the Discord if you don't have Discord. But yeah, the giveaways for up to 5 winners. The more people, the more people that enter, the more people and chances you have, the more people that will be eligible to win. So, but it's normally for the first 5 winners, and it depends on how many people who enter. But yes, we do have a giveaway going on the channel. Join the Discord. The link is pinned. It's not pinned. Let me pin the Discord link in the chat and join the Discord. Or you can go to my YouTube page or my main page, and it'll take you to, or look in the description of the video and give you the link to all of my social media platforms.
Okay, so we kind of made our way up a little bit. Now, here's the good news. This is why we get the step ladder early, because you can go right over this lava, and these things cannot touch you. The only enemies that can are the Wizrow, and we're nowhere near them right now. So if they like come by your area, you can easily just pick them apart, and there's nothing they can do about it. It's one of those situations where you fight smarter and not harder. Ah, he almost got me there. Alright. Now we're gonna move through this screen here. And then we're gonna move through the wall to the right. Now, pay attention to this room. Leave your life or money. There are multiple rooms with this scenario. So if you do not have 50 rupees, then you have to give up your heart. But if you're able to backtrack and get out of that situation, you could try. But otherwise, if you get stuck and there's no way out and you don't have 50 rupees, you have to give up a heart. So since we have the rupees, we'll give up the 50 and we will proceed.
That was a mean trap. I didn't like that.
That's quest 2. It does that to make sure that you come in prepared. Because by quest 1, I mean, that's really the expectation. Okay. Now the boss here is another Dig Dogger, and it's protected by these statues in the corners. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. This is bad. Okay. Let's just get in. Okay. Nice. That was big. Ah, man. These statues. Fighting this room in the open is not a fun time. Okay, got a heart back, that's good. And we got a heart container, that's even better. Now, very important here, do not get the Triforce right away. Because there's still an item that we need, and it's the raft. Go
Okay.
through the wall behind it. And this is how we get to the raft. And then there's another scenario where we're going to need to play very carefully.
Yes, APG, you are exactly right. I do not like people taking money out of my pocket. So that guy in this dungeon who took that money from Captain, that was, yeah, just like in Luigi Party. You are correct.
Okay, now this room is a danger spot, and here's why. If you don't play this carefully, and these Dodongo outsmart you like the first two bombs they did just now, it's trouble. Because this room is a trap, and if you don't take them out, it's a death. So this room, this is a room we gotta concentrate in until I take these things out. Now I got a potion if I need to restore my hearts. I got 5 bombs and 2 Dodongo. I gotta play the smart. Oh, I can't believe he pulled that on me. Oh, that is rude. He moved 1 space and then went up above that. Gotcha that time. And doing that trick will get you some more bombs. So we should be okay as long as this Dodongo does not juke us the rest of the way. I'm just trying to get him to where... Oh, I got behind. I took a hit. Oh, come on, man. Okay, got him there. Oh boy, that got pretty bad. Okay, let's just take a deep breath here. Alright, so the good news is we got out of that room. Now this is the room where the raft is in. One thing you want to do not enter the room on the left, because that will force the trap. And so we want to avoid that at all costs. Now we don't have the arrows, so we can't take out the Paul's voice that easily. So we just gotta have to do the best with what we have. There we go, that's one. Bit of a tricky room, this one. There we go, there's another. So the Paul's voices are gone. That just leaves the Dark Nuts. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I can't believe we got around him. Wow, I got lucky there.
You got this. You got this. You got this. Playing
Yes.
ahead like I was getting ready to say that, Ashley.
Come on. Come on. Okay, we're in business. Push that block right there. Go inside this door. And there's the raft.
You know what that raft reminds me of?
Alright, that was a very interesting time right there. But we made it, and all you gotta do is backtrack. Go back through the wall, get the Triforce, and this monster of a dungeon is done. Level 4, but it's a pain. Come prepared, or this one will pick you apart. Okay, and now that we got that out of the way, there's one other thing we're going to accomplish. We're going to grab the remaining 2 hearts. That's actually the exact spot I was hoping to warp to. And we're going to grab the magical sword. And then we're going to go to level 8. Now, a good way to get to where we need to go is just take this little path here. Actually, what we can do here is if we use the recorder in this room, there will be another secret that appears. A hidden stairway.
Oh,
10 rupees.
beautiful mind. That raft reminded me of a raft on this game called Ultima 6. That's what that raft reminded me of. It's a game on Super Nintendo called Ultima 6. Oh, and now you can get your heart container. They worked out perfectly.
Yep, because we have the step ladder and we have the raft, so we could get both of them. That's why I go after the step ladder early. Just get through level 6, get through those Wizrobe, or Wizrobe, or Wizrobe. It's one of the names. Take this raft spot up here, and we'll get the last heart. And now we can do the same thing.
You just grabbing heart containers now at this point.
Yep, but this is for a good reason. Because level 8, even though that's the last level before level 9, it's not as bad as one would think. The real challenge is level 6, level 5, and level 7. That's the true part of this game in this quest. All right, so we'll go all the way out this direction. Ooh, 2 fairies. That's pretty good.
I wish they had a bottle for you to capture them in.
I mean, I'm glad that they did that. Let's see. Yeah, Link to the Past.
Mm-hmm. Yep. DJ said you got this like a sticker on a piece of paper.
Yep. We got it. Getting through level 4 was critical. That's a big dungeon. If you were to explore that whole thing, there's a lot of rooms in there, and there's rooms that will trap you. Move this obstacle here where the arrow is, and here is the magical sword. And now that we're fully powered up, we should have the rest of this no problem. So now we're going to go to level 8, which, good news, is actually very close by.
Hey, Dryden, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by.
Alright, so if you look at the screen, starting from the left, if you count the amount of squares here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, once you hit the 5th from the left, use the stepladder, plant a bomb right there, and that's your level 8 entrance. And then you gotta use the stepladder to access it. And this is level 8. Now, kind of a tricky one. This one has a lot of hidden paths. What's going to help us be successful here is just we go start to finish and just follow the path all the way around. Before you go in, make sure you have the food item. Without it, you won't get far. And just don't take any secrets, no nonsense. Defeat any enemies that you can, and then just make your way through.
That's exactly where I put a level 8 entrance, yes. Hell, I just said that. That's funny. That's what I was thinking. Why would they put the entrance right there? But, you know, Don't judge me.
And here's our pal Grumble. Feed him his chicken. Now there's another one that's in level 3, and you would need the food for that in order to get the magical boomerang. But since we don't need the magical boomerang, I don't worry about it. So there's a key in case we need it, but we're gonna get the magical key in this dungeon. So, and once we have the magical key, any locked door is no chance against it. It's basically the key of all keys.
Need a Zelda mod where the meat is Snickers, so you can just give Grumble Snickers. That's what Headlock said.
Alright, so the dig dogger that's right there, you don't need to beat it, just blast the wall left of it and just keep moving. Now, of course, if you need to see in the dark, now, bombs, that's helpful here. Okay. Now, the good news is there's 3 Dodongo here, but if you run out of bombs, well, the door's open. You just have to defeat the dig dogger to go back through until you can find more bombs. So we're gonna defeat these 3 to get to that left door. So same trick as before. Just smoke them and slash them. And every time you do so, they will replenish your bombs. At least the majority of the time they will. Once they're out, now if you take a hit by any one of these red bubbles here, it's okay, because there's a blue bubble right after you get through this hidden path. So we want to take the hidden path. And then as soon as you exit, find that blue bubble right away. Take the hit. Now there are wall masters, so just kind of watch where they're coming from. Now you do want to enter this room here with the Stalfos. And this is where the magical key is hidden. Defeat them all, move this block, and that staircase will appear. There's the magical key. Alright, we are in business. Okay, now to get to the boss, we can do it from this room here. So all we gotta do is, once we hit this room where these bubbles are, just kind of work your way around the wall masters. We're gonna move that block. We're gonna go left. Now, once you reach this room with the serpents, you want to go down through that wall, and that will take you to where you need to be. Alright, there we go. And then just quickly navigate your way through here. Take these guys out. Nice. Now, if you're already maxed out on bombs, I would save those and keep those bombs there. Any bombs that appear from killing enemies, well, the enemies do regenerate, and so if you defeat them again, they'll just stay there until you take them. Once they're taken, they will not regenerate. So we're going to leave them there just in case.
Man, it's great information to know. I wish it worked out like that on the other Zeldas.
And then there's two paths you could take once you get here. There's actually you can go blast or walk through the bottom of that wall, and there's a path that goes left that will take you to an area where you can spend 100 rupees to upgrade your bombs. Or you just go through this door here that will remain open and take out these 3 Dodongo. And then once these 3 are out, level 8 is done. Come on, game. Stay with me here. We're almost done. There we go. There's another one. One more. Ah, come on. Man, this thing is lagging. Come on. Come on, game. Stabilize. Alright, once we get through that, level 8 is done. And you got the magical key, and you're pretty much set up for the true battle of this game. And that's the next 3 levels. And we're not going to waste time on it. We're just going to go after it right away. So, we're going to venture into level 5.
DJ said, you still got it.
Yeah.
Please like the videos. You come into the stream. If you have not, hit that thumbs up button, please, wherever you're watching from.
Alright, so level 5 is, in this quest, the first encounter with the Wizrobe. Now, we already ventured into level 6, so levels 5 and 6 have the Wizrobe. Now, there's not a lot of rooms in this one. However, the stuff that you need is well protected.
Headlocked. You can play this on the Switch 1, but Captain and I we're both connected to via Switch 2. I think he has a Switch 2 as well. Don't you have a Switch 2, Captain?
Yep, sure do.
Yep, we're both on the Switch 2, but you can play this on Switch 1.
Oh crap. Oh no, I gotta go back out. The red bubble hit me, so I gotta get the blue bubble. Okay, that's good. Get out. Okay. We're good. We're good now. The red bubble had taken a hit, so I had to double check and make sure. Okay, this room is kind of difficult. Lots of blue Wizrobe here. Relentless, you just take them out. Now, kind of watch where they're coming from. Yep. That's exactly what I thought they would do. Alright, so we lost 6 hearts, but that's okay. That's a blue Goma. We're going to ignore it. And then just kind of observe these red bubbles here. Make sure they're kind of out of the way. And then make a dash for that door. And this is where we get the bow. Alright, so now that we have that, we just go straight to the boss on this one. And there's not a lot of rooms. So once we find our target, we just go for it. We're not going to mess around here. Alright, let's keep rocking and rolling here. So now once we exit out, be ready to get ambushed right away. Oh no, now we need the blue bubble again. Okay, good. Alright, get out of this room. Okay. That room is not fun. Okay, now we just gotta go one room at a time. We got 7 hearts, so we just gotta play wisely. And we do got a potion that we can use if necessary. And because we got the magic sword, these beasts right here are ones we can hit. Here's one of the maps. So this one is in the letter of a Z. What's the gimmick here? Okay, go straight through. All right, perfect. Okay, just don't take those hits. Okay. There's the compass. That's where the Triforce is at. That key is a trap. Do not go for that key. Since you already have the magical key, that key is pretty much pointless. Manhandla, place a well-placed bomb there. Bam, one shot. And then one of these keys right here, if you take them out, will take out the rest of them. Just like that. And then once we get to this passage, that will put us right here. Now, you could take these enemies out since you have the magical sword. And then here comes a battle with the 3-headed Gleeok. Now, in this quest, you have to face all of the Gleeok. There is no hiding from them. Take them out, and that's level 5. Okay, we got 2 more levels, and then level 9, y'all. We're almost there.
You're doing great.
All right. Yeah. We recovered nicely, and now we're just...
You have 23 people watching you at this hour, so you're doing great.
Yeah, let's keep it going. It's 11:10 here in Texas. Even though I gotta be up early in the morning, this is worth it. Alright, let's go. So level 7 is next. Now, that area where we burned the bush the last time, that's exactly where we want to go. Because now we're prepared for level 7.
Gio said GG's. Crestline said good stuff. Beautiful Mind said it sure is 11:10 here in Texas. Now you, Beautiful Minds, and myself are in Texas.
Alright, this is level 7. Now, make sure you go right first. Now, main enemies here will be the Dark Nuts and the Paul's voices. And then once again, if you can't see, light up the room. And then just kind of make your way to the water. The water with the stepladder is your safety net. Just kind of use it to navigate your way around. And we're just going to follow the path all the way through. There's also some Gibdo here as well. See, it's really difficult to fight the Dark Nuts in that tight of a space right there. You need more open space to deal with them. There we go. Come on. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright. Ooh, Manhandla. There's one right there. Hiding in its lovely corner. One-shotted again. We have completely destroyed that enemy today. Okay. Once again, use the stepladder to your advantage. That's exactly why it is there. And then we'll keep working our way up. One room at a time. Just make sure you go in to the next room with your sword. Alright, so there's some dark nuts with some statues here. Oh boy. Don't get caught. Nice. Nice. Alright, there we go. Let's go up another room. Alright, now we don't need to defeat these, so we'll just press ahead. Now let's get our arrows out here, because there is a Goma that will defend this room. You could put 2 quick arrows in it when it first opens up its eye. Then when it peeps again, just try to let them have it. Ah! Come on. Don't be stubborn. Oh, come on! Face the correct way, Link. Gotta get my inputs right. There we go. 3 arrows.
Are you playing with the NES controller or the Pro controller?
I'm playing with the Pro controller.
Oh, you're doing pretty good.
Okay. So now with that out of the way, now this area is where we need to pay attention. So lots of dark nuts once you exit out. So go up and you don't need to fight them. Now once you reach this room right here, move the block up and make sure you go to the right.
Oh Lord.
And once again, you run into this situation. Leave your life or your money, and this is the only other opportunity that we'll do. So we'll pay 50 rupees to open the path down. And that's exactly where we want to be. This room right here. Lots of dark nuts, so just kind of work your way around them. And it's a tight space, so it's kind of hard to take them. There we go. Just try to work them one at a time as they make their way. There we go. Now look at the other 2. They're kind of trapped in their little spots. But they can move through this room rather fast. And there we go. They're gone. Move that block, open up the path, and we are out of that area.
I have a quick question.
Yeah,
that
go
block
ahead.
You just moved, were you not able to move it unless you defeated all of those enemies in the room?
So if there's a block you have to move that gives you like an access point to somewhere, you have to defeat every enemy in that room to unleash it.
Okay.
So that's why, like, if there's rooms where I don't need to fight them, I'm not gonna fight them. If I need somewhere to be, then yes, I have to fight them.
Gotcha.
So, like, even like this room right here, I don't need to fight them. Sometimes I just want to make sure to just to give it a little bit of a fun time. Even though the red bubbles are causing a lot of nonsense. There we go. And then more of the same here. And of course the boss is waiting for us in the next room. Ooh, fairy. Nice. That's a big help. Okay. And that leaves the four-headed Gleeok. And the doors are locked in this fight, so you have to take it head on. But with the magical sword, no problem. And there it is. Level 7 is done. And that just leaves level 6. Alright, we're in the home stretch here. So let's get back to level 6. Okay, yes, I know exactly what we could do to get there fast. We're gonna take a secret passage in this area over here.
Gee, are you telling me to hydrate or are you telling Chris to hydrate?
Alright, so there's a secret passage there. A fairy fountain, just in case we need to heal up. And then one of these doors will take us to where we need to. Okay, so it's not that one. So I'm just going to go into the same stair every time, and it should loop around the rotation. Okay, so it goes to that one. And there we are. This is the room we want to be. So this will take us to the graveyard a lot faster.
And we both need to hydrate. Make sure you stay hydrated, Chris. I mean, not Chris, Captain. I don't know why I keep calling you Chris.
It's alright. Wait, oh! What just happened? It said you were in control for a minute. Alright, so now we don't need to worry about the stepladder now. We have everything that we need. So really it's just making sure we safely get through these enemies. Come on. Nice. Okay, now once we safely get through them... Alright, so our game plan here is we just need to get to the room straight above. Come on, game, stabilize. Come on, we're almost done. Now watch out for the like-likes. Now, the like-likes cannot come through the door. Unlike the Wizrow, they can sneak their way through the store. So that's why I kind of peeked down a little bit. Okay, now that I've dealt with them, try to get into this next room. So just kind of watch out for the like-likes. Okay, there should only be Wizrow in this room. Same thing here, plant a bomb, get out of there. And we're safe from Wizrow for a while. So once you reach this room with the blue bubbles, locate the second row in the middle, move that far left block and take that passage there. And then here, a lot of enemies. You can just kill them with your boomerang or your sword. We're gonna take this lock right over here. And here's a two-headed Gleeok. And you have to defeat it in order to unlock that door. There it goes. And then once you get through that, now there's red bubbles here, so be careful. You don't necessarily have to worry about your sword. Just make sure you can get to that stairs, which we were able to do. And then once we exit out of here, there's a manhandla. You do not need to defeat that one. And we're gonna take our arrows and we're gonna battle a blue Goma. Wow, it blocked both of the shots and they were like almost right on the eye. There's one clean shot. Now, I could block the shots from the statues, but I can't block the shot from the Goma. Any of their projectiles are unblockable.
GG's.
Take it out, and that's level 6. And now, we're ready for level 9. And since we're in this part of where we need to be, we could just walk straight to level 9. We just gotta get around it a little bit. And the good news is we already have a potion. We haven't used it yet. And so we're in good shape here. 6 bombs, that should be enough to get us to where we need to be. Now, if I needed to destroy some more, I could try taking out some of these Lionel. They might be able to provide some bombs. If not, it's no big deal. See, look at that. That single Lionel's been there the whole time, and the other enemies have not regenerated.
Yeah, Beautiful Minds, I know he is.
Alright, this is it. Okay, now level 9, once again, is a big dungeon. So, and once you get here, there's 3 ways you can go. So we're gonna take the path to get the silver arrow first. And here's how we approach there. So we take that first room up, and then we want to move through the right wall, right in that room. Now, just walk straight down the middle, walk through this wall here, and that will put you into a room with the Wizrow. Now, if you get the blue Wizrow stuck along the terrain there, take them out, because they're vulnerable once they're stuck there. So we got pretty fortunate that they were moving like that. Now, if you can't move through a wall, explode it. Now, this patcher right here, if you take out this patcher right here, you will get the map. But we're not going to worry about that. Move through that left wall, and that puts you into this room with these Wizrow.
Hell, I ask, is there a canon reason Link can walk through walls, I wonder?
I think it just depends. I think Quest 2 just made it to where you can. It's kind of hard to explain that one. Now, the arrows here, not as hard to get as the ones in Quest 1. And then once you get it, we're going to backtrack exactly where we went, and we're going to head back to where we started. And then once again, if you want to take this Patra right here, so let's just go ahead and do it just for the sake of it. Just be careful because these statues are going to try to distract your purpose. They sure did a good job of that. There's the map, and that's what it looks like. That's a pretty big dungeon for level 9. Although the one in Quest 1 is a lot more tedious, this one's not so bad. So once we reach this point here, good, we got a heart back, that's good. Now, once we get to here, we're gonna take the left path, and we're gonna work our way up to the northwest. Now, these enemies here, they are fast. Just keep mashing and take them out. If they take a few hits, so what? No big deal. Likes here. Careful not to take a hit. You kind of need that shield. And then once you get to the far left point here, these enemies are pretty straightforward. And then we're gonna take this door here. Let's see, I think we're gonna have to go around. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna take this up here. Now, you can move that block, and then what you want to do is plant a bomb there to open this wall, and just go in and out. Don't even worry about what's in that room. Because what that does, it allows you to push the block there so you can get access to this room. And then just keep moving. You're basically going upright, and then once we reach here, plant a bomb. Oh, this is bad. Okay, no, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Nope. Come on, blue bubble, get back here. Okay, come on. My directional inputs are uh-oh. Come on, internet, stabilize. Okay, man. I wish Texas had better internet. Alright, there we go. And then once we get to this room... Oh, a clock, man, that's clutch right there. We really needed that. I know we didn't use a potion in the last one, but we need to here. That room really messed us up, so I don't want to mess it up any further. So we have it, we might as well use it.
Daryl said, ain't nothing like the Zelda party.
And then this is the room you want to reach right here. Now, critical choice here, but make sure that you walk through the left wall. If you go to the right, you will get trapped. And you have to go all the way back through it. And then once you reach this area here, make your way up to this room, and you'll see this Patra. Now, you'll have to take it out to access the next area.
So, yep, Beautiful Minds. Captain is in Texas too. He's right up the road from both of us.
Okay, now, before we move this block, go to the left wall. I'll bring you back in contact with these things right here. Once you destroy them, we'll move this block, access the stairs here, and there's the red ring. Not as bad as the way to get it on Quest 1. The red ring will really protect you, as it takes a lot of damage. So we'll move that block now. Be absolutely sure and double check that you have that arrow. If you do not have that arrow and you go through this passage all the way until you reach the exit, death is very certain. Because it will put you on this side here and you're basically stuck. You got no other choice but to move forward. And then here, you got the spinning Patra. So once it stops spinning, just go after it and just be aggressive. And then guess what? We're here. There's old Ganon.
Here we go.
So, same thing as before. Get our back to the wall. And just let him come to us. And if you time your hits in rhythm, he's stuck exactly in that spot.
You
He
won.
can't do
GG.
a damn thing about it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a no death on both quests.
Y'all have to show love to Captain. He did a no death run on both quests. Played like the professional he is. GG's.
I wonder how long that ran. 2 hours and something? Was it under 3?
This was, if you discount the intro and introduction, it was right at 3 hours.
Dang.
That's not bad. You did good. You did really good. But that was very tough.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be worth trying to experiment to see if trying to play a game without having to worry about the lag. I mean, I know we can only do the best we can, but it's good. I think it'd be worth experimenting to see if we could find a way to make it happen. But man, that's a pretty good run though.
Yes, it was. You did excellent. Beautiful Mind said, "Are y'all playing anything else?" I don't have any plans on playing anything tonight. This was a showcase day, pretty much. And I had to be up at work tomorrow at 1 p.m. I had to be at work by 1 p.m. And I gotta see what I'm going to do about the stream for tomorrow. So I don't know. I know for sure I won't be able to do anything tonight. My body's still worn out. But anyway, you all show some love to Captain. He did great. I love both of your Zelda showcases you did. And you did wonderful. You did more great tonight. You did great on Zelda 2, but I loved it tonight as well. Because you did 2 quests. And they were no death runs. Like, only a professional can pull that off. So, GG's to you.
Well, I really appreciate the opportunity, and I hope to be able to find some other games that can possibly be done, and try to get those going, and try to make a good time out of it. It might be a situation where maybe I can just do the gameplay ahead of time, and then maybe just and then maybe just showcase it while walking through the game. I don't know.
Like a
That's a
pre-recording?
thought. Yeah, like a pre-recording, but th- I don't know. I would rather play the game on site, kind of like we did with these games. So
Yeah.
I'll have to find some other ones to maybe look at. Uh, I have some other ideas. Do you have the Sega Genesis app through here? Through the
Yes, I
Switch?
do.
There's some games on there too.
Let's see. Talking about
So,
this.
yep, like I could show you I could oh, okay. I was gonna show them to you while you were still connected.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. You can re-invite me. My apologies. Forgot that you can
Uh,
do it.
all right. All right, sent you the invite.
Hiroshi said, "Thank you for playing Zelda One, the one and two, the first and second quest."
Oh, you know what? Yes, I do need to quit the session in order to get to the other one. So, yes, let me go on the Genesis and then I'll resend the invite just to look at it.
Yeah, like I said, Zelda Ancient Stone Tablets need a Switch release too. Is that a mod version? That must be the mod stuff. The modded of Mugen.
All right, here we go. Sending you the invite again.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, there's several good options on here too through the Genesis. So, I mean, Sonic 2, that's always a fun time. Um Gunstar Heroes is a pretty good game. Echo the Dolphin,
I
that one,
think
great soundtrack, but that's a really difficult game. I know Headlock knows this from experience.
I think Headlock was gonna do Echo the Dolphin or showcase it over here. I think I'm not 100% sure,
Hmm.
but it don't matter
And
because
then,
anybody can showcase. It doesn't matter if it's a game that's been played before or not.
right, Altered Beast,
I
that's
want to
another
play
good
that with
one.
someone. Alter Beast. No, won't nobody play that with me. I love Alter Beast.
I can.
Yes, Headlock. Echo the Dolphins is on here. I thought you was talking about. I thought that's what you was saying one day that you was gonna showcase it.
Yeah, that would be a yeah. I don't mind doing I don't mind doing Alter Beast if you wanted to do that as a two player.
Oh
That would be a
yes,
fun
I would
time.
love to do that.
'Cause, yeah, I know that game pretty well. Sonic. Oh well, Sonic Spinball. That's a possibility. Earthworm Jim. Not sure about that one. That one's pretty tough. And let's see. Looking at some of the others, I know there's like Golden Axe and Golden Axe 2. Now, Mercs. I am a big fan of Mercs. I could probably do the arcade and the original version of that through here. And then I remember someone bringing up, I think it was when Crestline was playing Sonic 3 earlier. I think he mentioned Vector Man, which is this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a no death of that one before. I actually got the video to prove it. So I definitely love Vector Man. That would be a fun time to show. It's a pretty lengthy game. It's got I think 16 stages, but it's pretty reasonable. So there's some options there.
Was that a Castlevania up there?
Oh, Castlevania Bloodlines. I have
I'm a
never
big
played.
Castlevania fan.
I have never played Castlevania Bloodlines. I've never even beaten a single Castlevania.
Oh wow. Okay. I've
Yes,
never
Vector
played
Man.
that one.
Vector Man is tough. It is not. That is not an easy game. The only reason I was able to pull that off was just making the right decisions as the game went on. But there was some close calls on that run that I had whenever I did that video.
Okay.
But yeah, that's some options there on the Genesis.
I can't wait for them to port the Wii U or Wii games over. I can't wait for that. And then I hope they give us a 3DS port. That'll be very nice.
But yeah, that's about it. Nothing fancy.
Well, you did a wonderful job, Captain. I gladly appreciate you for taking your time to showcase your skills on The Legend of Zelda and to perform Quest 1 and 2 and complete it solid on a professional level with a no death run at that. Flawless victory, of course, and proud of you. And I look forward to more of your showcases. You did great.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it, and I really appreciate all that were in the chat for this. Thank y'all so much for being here. Know it was a late evening, but really appreciate y'all's time. Time is the one thing we can never get back, and it's greatly appreciated. So thank y'all so much for your time. Once again, big GGs to Crestline for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That was an awesome gameplay. And yeah, definitely looking forward to more. Headlock
Absolutely.
mentioned Jurassic Park. I've never beaten the original, but I have beaten the Lost World. That's a fun game. It's a hard game, but it's a fun game. So
Um,
some good things there.
I played. I don't know which Jurassic Park. I think it was part three on my Sega Genesis when I was younger, but I never completed it. So I might buy that at some point, or you know, buy Genesis and stream that on here. Let's see. I want to stop my switch from going dark, like when I'm not touching my controller, cause during the streams they'll make it turn dark on the audience's end. So I'm trying to see. I'm assuming that's where I would, but that's making it. That's I'll figure it out to see if it has an option to prevent it from going to sleep or whatever. But anywho, um thank you all for tuning in. I will. Chris said I played Jurassic Park Trap Passer back in the day. Okay. Oh, Gio, thank you for those special membership controllers. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If I do, I don't think I'm going to schedule that Punisher stream tomorrow because I don't want to rush before work. It might. If anything, I'll just play some random game. I don't know what it will be. I'll probably continue my Super Mario Brothers Wonder Run and reschedule that stream because I missed out on all of my main streams are being canceled this week. Actually, I didn't do my Nintendo night game. I didn't do Ocarina of Time. I didn't do tonight. I was supposed to do um Captain's game that he challenged me to do, the Crash Bandicoot Part 3. And I guess all of my mainstream games have been canceled for the week, but I will stream something. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all's time. I always appreciate you all's time. So other than that, you all I guess get some rest. I'll see if there's somebody out there that I can raid you all to. I appreciate the love support. Shout out to Crestline and Captain for those two wonderful showcases tonight. You both did phenomenal. I look forward to it. And anyone else who want to showcase any games, please hit me up on Discord or email me. And other than that, I would like to say you all have a great rest of your night. Let me see if I can find someone. I see. Who do I see on? Who do I see? Oh, I never rated my friend Pudge. You all check out Pudge. I like him. One coin is on and he raised me too. I want you all to check out Pudge and show my friend Pudge some love if you can. He's a big Metal Gear guy, and if you don't have time, I do understand, but check him out a little bit. Other than that, you all have a great night. No outro tonight. I'm just gonna raid you all. Peace up, arcade down. I love you all. I will